Hi guys, welcome back to Ballazo. Hope you all are doing good. So, I mean, today we'll be reviewing on Indian football, and we have Anirban with me. Hi Anirban, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Good,
I'm
good,
doing okay.
good. So, before coming to our podcast, right? I mean, guys, please do follow Ballazo, and there are a lot of videos going to come. Especially, some podcasts will be coming on Wimbledon as well. So stay tuned. So today we'll be reviewing Indian campaign in recent World Cup and AFC Asian Cups joint qualifiers. So Anirban, I mean, specifically final round, right? How are you seeing it? I mean, we just one game, but we have put some really good performances, especially against Qatar and Oman as well. So how do you see it?
Uh, yes, if we look into our future, then it's progressing quite well. And from the ISL, we got some good players, which has helped the Indian national side. They have performed well, but one concern still remains that we cannot score goals. But apart from that, one positive also came from that is that we were able to defend as a unit. From a top Qatar side, we had a total means goal we got was only one goal. So it was good from defensive point of view, but from offensive point again, I would say that we are lacking from that point. But in future, from future perspective, we can say that we are progressing quite well. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I'm hope.
I'll come one by one. Okay, so let's.
Yeah.
So I mean, today we'll be mainly focusing on the final round, the last three games India played, right? So
Mm.
I'll start with Qatar. Uh, yeah, they are a little bit disappointed. I mean, they are one man down on the 17 minutes. Although I feel that second yellow card is a little bit harsh on the Rahul Beke. But anyway, I mean, they defended quite well against a strong Qatar side with 10 men, right? Especially, I mean, especially the performance of Gurpreet Singh, it's fabulous. I mean, what is your opinion on that?
Yes, Gurpreet, I would say that he's our wall. He was one of the top performer of that match. And if you recollect, then during the first match against Qatar in the qualifiers, he also performed outstandingly. So he's
Yes.
one which every team, means every player in the team or every Indian football supporter look up to him that he will perform in those big stages. And it was a commendable performance. And
Yeah.
he got a nice gesture from the opponent as well that he should play in an English Premier League side. His quality was so nice. So yeah, it was good to see, and we usually look up to him alongside Chetri to perform at that level with that performance. So it was good, means brilliant, I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah. Especially the gesture from Qatar is really good. I mean, that is what you want as an athlete, right? You're getting appreciation from your opponents. What else you want?
Yes, yes, at the
Yeah.
end of the day, everyone wants that appreciation. And coming from a Qatar side, which are ranked higher than that of India and much stronger, so that time of appreciation is quite good.
Yeah. So now coming to the second match against Bangladesh, I mean, they dominated the match. I mean, they could have scored more goals, but they only scored two. I mean, and means who else? I mean, it was a
Mm.
living legend. Uh, I don't have words to describe him. He is probably the Indian goat, and so it was all Sunil Chetty show. So, what is your opinion on that?
Yeah, he's what I would, not me, every Indian supporter would nickname him as Captain Fantastic. And as usual, he was fantastic. But the main highlight for me was Brandon Fernandes, who created that much chances there. Of course, Sunil means taking no credit away from Sunil Chetri. He is no doubt one of the India star performer for many years now, and he is the goal scorer, top goal scorer. So it feels good, and they performed well against Bangladesh. But we should have means we got chances earlier. We couldn't convert, but thankfully we converted. The last two goals were good, and yeah, that happens if we have a star performer in our side, and Chetri showed it again and again.
Yes. Okay, so now coming to a third match, I personally am little bit disappointed with the performance. I mean, it was against Afghanistan, and I mean, if you see the Afghanistan FIFA ranking, they are probably 48 ranks below India, right? So, but against that week, Afghanistan team, they didn't perform really good. I mean, they scored one goal that was also like opponent's goalkeeping mistake, and but they conceded one. So at the end, they needed one point, and they got that, and they qualified. But overall, if we see the team's performance, I am not satisfied. What is your opinion?
Yes, it was a bit disappointment to see means Indian performing that way. But again, there comes what I could say a concern that actually we couldn't perform like that of Bangladesh because they man-marked Brandon Fernandez, and that is a concern that apart from Brandon, means Suresh and means not taking anything away from Suresh and Glenn, they performed brilliantly. But then again, they don't have that creative what a creative skill which Brandon has or that vision. So if Brandon gets man marked, we couldn't clear cut chances. We could not create balls or pass the ball to up front. So it was disappointment. But again, I would means we can look forward to it like having another attacking midfielder like Brandon, like Abdul Sahal. He could be place in place of Suresh, I would say, keeping in mind Glenn, his defensive view, he will help in that defensive unit. So Sahal can have that creative skill. So yeah. So again, in the next phases, we can experiment with it, with we can place Sahal and Brandon, and then we can see if against this Afghanistan or Bangladesh, where we come out with an attacking mindset of winning the game, then we can try this out in the near future. But again, it was good performance. I would not say bad, but yeah, keeping up to the Indian standards and type of quality of players we had, we deserved to win that match, and not a goal that was a miss of that goalkeeper, that routine catch miss of the goalkeeper. But yeah, it would be good if our striker like Manveer or Chetri would have scored that goal. Then it would have felt much better.
Yes, I mean, since you have touched on the lack of creativity India is having currently, I mean, other than Fernandez, Brandon Fernandez, but other than creativity, I mean, the main concern is, I mean, we are not able to score goals. I mean, other than Sunil Chetri, I mean, there is no proper striker. I mean, I know Manbir Singh, but he is sometimes on and off, and I mean. If we see the talents we have, right? I mean, we really do not have I mean much young talents coming through, especially at that position. I mean, what can be the main reason for that? I mean, I understand one point. I have observed like maybe the lack of game time in ISL, because most of the time foreign players play in that position. What is your opinion?
Yes, exactly. Actually, most of the foreign means most of the ISL clubs they play foreign strikers, and this is also a major concern. We cannot blame the foreign coaches because they are because most of the ISL club uses center back as foreigners, so foreign
Yeah.
center back. So they do not take the risk of putting up an Indian striker at the number 9 position against a foreign striker, a foreign defender.
Yes.
So it is one of the issue. And another point regarding that you can tell that why coaches do not experiment or try Indian strikers at the number 9 position. This is because of the length of the ISL. It is only 20 match. So in 20 match, what all you can uh, experiment, because in order to win the league, you do not have that much matches like in EPL. Like in EPL, there are approximately 38 means there are 38 matches in EPL itself. Leave aside FA Cup and League Cup. So
Yes.
there are many more matches, but in here in ISL you do not get that much match. You only get 20 match. So in order to save his job, I would say the coaches or bring in order to win the league, you don't have so much time to experiment, and so they do not take the risk of playing a Indian striker in number 9 position. So that is a bit of concern. So I would say that if we increase the length of the ISL, means if we increase number of teams in ISL and increase the length, then hopefully coaches at some point will try to experiment whether an Indian striker works or not. Here they are not willing to take the risk, and that is why.
Yes, I mean, yeah, since you have touched that point, I mean, two things I want to ask regarding this. So do you think from the next year onwards, they are going to reduce one more foreign players? Do you think that will help?
Yes, that would definitely help regarding that. They are going to reduce the number of foreign players. It is restricted to four. So I think it will help a lot in order to come to the means in order we will get see more Indian players in different positions. And apart from that, it was necessary in order to get recognized in the AFC, means in Asia,
Yes.
the league ISL. You have to be in accordance with all the other leagues like in Bangladesh and other Asian leagues. So
Mm.
it is good in all the perspectives, you can say.
Yes. And then my next question would be like, do you think other than ISL means other tournament also should be considered uh, when you select players for the national team? Say, for example, I League and Durand Cup and other leagues we had. Because earlier, I mean, earlier all the leagues we used to get importance, but now it's all about ISL mainly.
Yes, but again, if somebody plays a good means performance standout, obviously all the focus will be, as Igor Stimac said in one of his interviews, that ISL is the main focus. In order, one must play ISL in order to get a chance in the Indian football team. So yeah, ISL will be the main focus. But if you are a standout performance in I League, then yes, you can get spotted, but the main focus will be in ISL. Of course, if you be a standout performance in I League, then you will be spotted by the ISL clubs. So yeah, so I think ISL will be the main focus. But yeah, I think if you play well in the domestically other leagues like I League and all, then you will get recognized.
Okay, definitely. Okay, so coming to Stimac, right? I mean, in a recent interview, he told like, I mean, currently all the ISL sides they lack, lack commitment because there is no relegation, and I mean, because of that, that is affecting the players' playing style and mentality, and that is why we lack. I mean, that is affecting the national team as well. So, what is your opinion on that?
Yeah, but I would say that relegation is necessary in every league. I think it is a rule in FIFA that your league will not get recognized as long as there is no relegation in your tournament. Here, the ISL has taken some time space from Asian Football Federation that in order to stabilize the league, and then they will introduce a relegation. But relegation is necessary in order to increase the competitiveness between both I League and ISL, and in near future it will be included. And for that, teams need to be means more teams need to participate, like Rajasthan football club has just registered in ISL. In like that way, more football leagues, means football teams needs to come and participate in the ISL. And then yeah, leagues, means I suggest that relegation should be there to increase the competitiveness, and it is necessary for a particular tournament. So yeah, it affects the
Absolutely.
mentality of a player. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, that so another question, last question I want to actually ask. Uh, how do you rate Steamac's performance so far? I mean, so far, I mean, team has played some quite attractive football, but I mean, we have seen more of glimpses, but under Steamac they have won only one or two games, right? I mean, that is how they perform. So in terms of result, we can't see much positivity, but I mean, obviously we have seen some hopes. So recently, Stimac has come out and he has backed himself, and he told like even Pep Guardiola or Jose Mourinho also cannot win us games. So, what is your opinion? Are you progressing properly?
Yeah, keeping in mind means the recent performance, if we follow the entire 90 minutes, we can say that we have played quite a good football. Obviously, results didn't show that or reflect that. But yes, we can say that in under Stimac we played 15 international matches and we won only two. That was against Thailand and Bangladesh. So yeah, so yeah, we can say that they have winning was not means the result don't show, but we can see the progress. India tries to play position, try to keep the ball, try to play position based. They have improved defensively. So I would say that we should give steam match at least up till Asia Cup and see how the Indians, India team performs, and then take a decision, because it looks, as he tells, that it's work in progress, and we can see that it's reflecting, and means they are playing quite well. So I think that we should give steam match a chance for
Yeah.
another 2 years. I would say, means increase his tenure for another 2 years.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the defensive display what they're putting in. I mean, they're well organized. The only problem is we sometimes we lack creativity, and more than that, I mean, we don't have much more finishes. So these are the two issues need to be sorted out. So
Yeah, yeah, yes, exactly. If we have a proper finisher, maybe if we play more friendlies, then we can try Ishan Pandita in the number 9 position, or we can, yes, and we always, or we have Manveer also. So we have some upfront players, but due to lack of game time, I would say that they are not able to perform well. So yeah, I think if we play some friendlies, so it will be good.
cool. So how much hopeful you are for the next round?
Yeah, I am. I'm an Indian football fan, and I will be hopeful. And I'm sure. Means I'm not hopeful. I'm sure that India will qualify for Asia Cup. Means I'm sure that India will easily qualify, I would say, for Asia Cup. Uh,
Yeah. So we all, I mean, we all will be looking for that. I mean, we hope we will be qualifying for Asia Cup, and they will be performing way better than they are performing now. So thanks, Anirban. It was nice to talk to you. I mean, it was really good explanation. So thank you very much. Thanks for your time. So hi
yeah,
guys,
thanks
and
for having me.
thank you. So, so thank to all of you who have watched so far, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our video, and please subscribe Ballazo. Thank you.